Hey y'all, we're about to get started. I was trying to organize these clips that I have to show y'all because we got quite a bit to go over. So um, we're kind of going to start jumping right into this because we do have a lot to go over. Y'all know I'm doing a lot. Y'all know I am. I'm doing a lot. I'm preparing for a lot. There's a lot that I have to go, that I have to get done. And so we are going to get into a lot that we have. I'm going to try to get into the 2 or 3 links that I left over from last live stream. Y'all, I needed a mental health day. I really did. That's why I took yesterday off. Right now I'm doing a whole bunch of stuff, so I have like a lot of stress. So I just needed a mental health day. So, I took one and tried to get some stuff done and handle some business. And it wasn't enough time, but, the show must go on, right? And so let me tell y'all what we got for y'all today because there's a lot of things happening. I keep seeing videos where they're talking about this Agenda 2025 and Donald Trump is alleging that he has nothing to do with it, even though it's a conservative movement that is literally dependent on him being the president. But I don't know how anybody would believe he has nothing to do with it because ultimately he would end up being the one that would need to enforce Agenda 2025. I want to talk about the reversal of Roe v. Wade and something that's happening globally because y'all know the birth rates are down globally and they're down mostly in people of no colors community. So people of no color are using the tried and true method of selective mating in order to maintain their survival. See, because Black women are not privy to selective mating because Black women are not strategic. As Black women, we are very emotional when it comes to Black men. So when anybody says selectively mate, Black women run screaming, oh no, that's genocide. We can't do that. Meanwhile, the world is moving into a manner to where they understand that selective mating is necessary for their survival. And they understand that Black men have a certain mindset. They know that Black men's interests are 100% in alignment with white supremacy. Like we've already said, and I've already told y'all, these bandits are white supremacists, always have been. And people of no color know that. So they're capitalizing off of it. And I'm going to show you a couple videos about that. There's a couple of them actually that Tasha K posted. I'm going to show y'all this clip of some global bandits because, again, the mindset of these bandits are the same everywhere. There's some studies on women and how they fare with men. And then we'll get into some Black male worship and some bandit terrorism. But we have a lot to go into. So welcome, everybody. Thanks to, again, like I said, to all of, and I say in the opening of all of my videos, thank you so much to everyone who is a continuing subscriber on Patreon. And thanks and welcome to all of the new subscribers. I know I've gotten some new subscribers because people have messaged me on Instagram because a lot of people ask where I'm at. So I've been putting clips on Instagram and TikTok and letting people know where they can find me, and I will continue to do that. But I do want to get into this because, like I said, we have a ton to get into. So I'm going to jump right into it. And since I talked about this situation with, hang on, let me move 2 more things because there's, these 2 links are, all of these are related to each other. Yeah, all of these are related. Okay. Yeah, all of them are. All right. Oh, this one has to go over here. Yeah, we'll do this one over here. So let me just get into this part about bandits and their white supremacist pathology. And I really think it would behoove Black women to understand that investing in Black men is a fool's investment. The reason being is because it's already been established. And thank you guys. I know y'all said y'all like the nails. These are the press-ons that I did last time we were live. I just went on ahead and threw these on. So these are the press-ons. But listen, it is a fool's investment to invest in Black men. And one of the fears that I have, unfortunately for most Black women, is that because they don't recognize that investing in Black men is a fool's investment, they're going to continue to invest in Black men to their direct and immediate, to their detriment, essentially, to their direct and immediate. Y'all know what I'm saying. I don't know why am I always getting tongue tied lately when I'm trying to sit up here and do this content for y'all. Why am I getting tongue? Y'all, do y'all see what I'm talking about? Y'all, do y'all see what I'm talking about? How I'm over here stuttering over my words as I'm trying to sit up here and talk to y'all. Stars above the Emerald Forest said Black men's comment about the Black lady judge that recused herself from that trial and how Black men praised and got moist for the white judge that took her place. Listen, you ain't seen nothing yet. Because I'm about to show y'all something that's really, I'm gonna tie it all together. So Black men's values, if you really pay attention and if you have discernment, and when I say Black men, I do mean as like a collective group, because they have a certain pathology. In general does not mean all. It means like the majority of basically the group. It's the prevailing mindset. And the prevailing mindset of Black men is in direct alignment with white supremacy. What do I mean by that? I mean the ideology that whiteness is better, the mindset that whiteness is more effective, attaching positive adjectives to whiteness and more specifically to whiteness, white people, and more specifically white women. So we typically hear Black men running around, various different ones. We know it's not every one of them, but we know it's a high percentage of these bandits who run around toasting to more mixed babies, praising women of no color, talking about how much better they are as mates. We know these women get the same Black man. We haven't seen an example where one hasn't, but they decorate these women nonetheless. We know that bandits aspire to nothing more than having a woman of no color on her arm. This has been a long-standing notion. Let me look for something where it's been noted Black men's investment and desire for whiteness. If anybody, let me see if I can pull this up because I want to show y'all something. I need to show y'all something. I really do. Because I need to tie this all together so y'all can really understand what's going on here. So a while back, there was this document going around that was called The Blueprint to Destroying the Black Community. I talked about this like years ago when I was on YouTube. I was caught up in my Black male worship. But one of the things that I always pointed out, even when I was on the defense for Black men, one of the things that I always pointed out is their investment in white supremacy and how their desire to enmesh themselves in white supremacy has been noted. The reason I bring up this blueprint from P.W. Botha, who was a real person, He was at one point the president of South Africa. We know that South Africa went through their version of Jim Crow, which was apartheid. I want to read part of this before I show y'all the video. I want to read part of this, and it's specifically about Black men. So pay very close attention to this because it's going to make sense and it's going to validate this when I show you these videos that I need to show you. But before I show that, let me talk about this. I want y'all to understand what the reversal of Roe v. Wade was. It wasn't because of Black women and the amount of abortions that they get. This was predicted. This was planned all the way in the 70s. There is a video circulating around on Instagram with a Black woman in it, and she's responding to Kamala Harris, and she's talking about the Agenda 2025. She read off part of the Agenda 2025 and stated the origins of the Agenda 2025 actually was planned in the 1970s. And one of the first things they decided to do is attack abortion. That was the number one thing in order to accomplish their goal, their agenda of 2025, which is literally like a 900-page, 30-chapter document. Whoever wants to read it, they can read it. But in any event, this was planned in 1970. Okay. This P.W. Botha speech address supposedly happened in the 1980s in South Africa. I'm telling y'all this for a minute. It seems like I'm long-winded, but I'm going to tie it all together. So you need to understand that the reversal of Roe v. Wade doesn't have anything to do with you as a Black person. It has a lot to do with increasing the birth rates for people of no color. That's what it has to do with. Women of no color are not interested in having children. You're going to see why soon. Rather than men correct themselves, they're just going to throw a temper tantrum because they don't want to self-respect. So don't want to self-correct. Bandits are not the only ones who don't want to self-correct. The thing here, the differentiation here is that men of no color throw tantrums very differently than Black men do. Black men will run around on social media being loud and degenerate, whereas men of no color will pass legislations and do movements like Agenda 2025. So you're talking about two different groups of people. But I want to read y'all this before I show y'all these videos, because this is the document from P.W. Botha. It was in the 1980s in South Africa. Now, let me read this part that applies to Black men specifically. It says, as the records show that the Black man is dying to go to bed with a white woman. Here is our unique opportunity. Our sex mercenary squad should go out and camouflage the apartheid fighters while doing their operations quietly, administering slow killing poison and fertility destroyers to those Blacks they thus befriend. We are modifying the sex mercenary squad by introducing white men who should go for the militant Black women and any other vulnerable Black woman. We have received a new supply of prostitutes from Europe and America who are desperate and too keen to take up the appointments. They're talking about with Black men. Now, I want to show you guys something. Because Tasha K put these videos on her channel. And this is the first one I want to show you with this woman of no color here. And I do recognize that this may trigger some Black women, but you shouldn't get triggered. Hold on, let me get my microphone. Because I want to make sure this video is as loud as possible. There's a few of them that I'm about to show y'all. Because these are all tied together. And I think, and this is why I say Black women's investment into Black men is to their own detriment, because they're simply not looking at the trend and the way that the world is going. Be really tripping. Okay. Oh no. Okay, there we go. All right, so let me share this screen and show this first video. So this was the first video I'm not muted. Yeah, I wasn't muted. I was switching out my microphone, so it temporarily lost connection to the audio, but I'm not muted. What is going on? Hold on for a second. Hold on, because now my camera don't want to work right, and I don't understand why. Hang on, because yeah, my computer is acting weird. Like it's just not registering my camera. Yeah, this doesn't. There we go. Now let me put this in here. Does this keep turning off my camera? This is just weird. Hang on, you guys. Let me stop. Zoom over here tripping. I swear, next time I'm using StreamYard, Zoom be doing something. Okay, so here go my camera. Now we back with the camera. Let me make sure the audio is correct. Okay, there we go. So now we good. Now let me turn back on my camera and let me share this screen because this was tripping. Okay, so here we go with this. Let me let y'all listen to this first video. No, my thing decided to switch it out. Self-out. Okay. All right. So you see the caption here. It says German lady says black women are no competition for her because she's submissive with family values. Now, the fact that these women think that they can engage in this behavior is because of black men. I want y'all to understand, but this is not even the point of this. All this fluff that she talking about with black women, because really, if you want to go slum with a bandit, ain't no black woman about to try to stop any woman of no color from slumming with a bandit. Like we generally don't care. But it says German woman says she bagged her black husband because she does things black women have never done for him and urges black men to find love outside of their race. So that means this woman got a bandit who really wants a black woman, but he can't get the black woman that he wants. And it sounds like he was pillow talking to this German woman, like bandits do, and demeaning and degrading black women. And she's kind of just too dumb to realize that this black man's reasoning for being with her has everything to do with black women. But let me play this really quickly because there's two videos. I had him because there was simply no competition out there for me. But let's just look at it objectively. You had this average Black American guy who now was able to choose between what he was dealing with before and somebody completely new. And let me tell you, the moment I stepped into that man's life, he really didn't know how to deal with my femininity because I was not loud. I was not screaming. I was not trying to, be louder than him. I didn't interrupt him because that's not something that I learned from home. If somebody would speak, and especially a man, you would let that man speak and then you would listen and then say whatever you have to say, right? So I was clean. I cooked. He didn't know what it was when a woman is actually in the room asking him, like, do you want something to drink? Before I got myself something to drink. Do you want something to eat? Before I started to eat my food, I would ask him, do you want to have a bite? I would come out of nowhere and just have a fruit bowl and just offering him some fruit.
He didn't know none of this. So my husband, back then boyfriend, really thought this was a dream come true. He didn't know how to deal with none of this because all this me coming through, just being nurturing by nature, his peoples and his family didn't even do that for him. You know, like the family, there is no family unit. The average family, especially Black American family, has barely a family unit. You know, there is no breakfast, lunch, and dinner at set times, and these are things.
Let me tell you why she's stupid. I'm gonna pause for the cause right here. This is a woman who's acknowledging that there's no family unit in the Black community, but she's dumb enough to attach herself to the literal reason why there's no family unit. like this is why I say these women are not smart. This is why they get ostracized in their community, largely socially, because they're not smart. If you're talking about a family dynamic, the men are supposed to be creating the family dynamics. So this dumb genius right here, because she's so smart that she recognizes there is no family unit, but she wants to attach herself to the men who have broken up the family unit. So it's really not the flex. If she want to go get a Black man, that's fine. You can list out all of your qualifications. That ain't gonna get you a different Black man. So she may be all of those things, but we know the outcome is gonna be the same. So let her continue to go on and say what she's gonna say.
Things that I introduced my husband to with my family. Can you imagine that impact that I had on you back then? So gentlemen, do not be afraid of traveling. There are so many more women out there who are willing to take care of you. It doesn't matter if they're young, it doesn't matter if they're older. They are willing to take care of you, willing to work with you, willing to be a part of your life. You don't have to deal with whatever you are dealing with back in your hometown, because unfortunately, a lot of American women are lost in the delusional world that they are living in. And they don't even understand that they are going to be lonely for a long time, if not for the rest of their life. I already knew I had him because they were simple.
Okay, so that was her video. Her putting out a PSA, because listen, understand this. Globally, Black men have the same reputation. It just is what it is, because they do the same thing globally. They have the same reputation. So this is a woman, what she's not telling you is this is a woman who the men in her community find no value in her. Because when you really look at who Black men are, mind you, notice she said nothing good about Black men. Her message was focused around actually comparing herself to Black women. You can learn a lot from what people say and what they don't say. The reality is this woman is more concerned with feeling like she's better than Black women because she's already been devalued by her community. You can already tell by what she's saying. She's been devalued by her community. If she was not devalued and deemed worthless by the men in her community, she would be with the men in her community. Because there is no comparison between the two male groups. If you're a family oriented woman, you wouldn't look towards Black men to build a family, because you would see globally, they're not family men. Every single document says they're not family men. But I want you to know that just like when Black men get in these videos, they'll talk mostly about Black women. She spoke about Black women and what she would do for a Black man that Black women won't do. What she did not do is say what she likes about Black men. She didn't mention any of the good qualities she likes in Black men. She didn't even mention what she believes a Black man would bring to her. So this is a pick me right here. That's what this is. This is a pick me. This is a woman who's desperately trying to get picked by the bandits who are known for picking up other people's trash, essentially. She's trying to get picked. She didn't even mention any redeemable qualities about Black men. I would like to see, what does she see in Black men? Because you're not going to tell anybody, you're not going to come at Black women and tell us that Black men have family values when literally nearly 70 plus % of the Black people are missing a Black father. So you're not going to tell us that you're gravitating towards a Black man because he's better at upholding family values than the men in your community. She couldn't say this globally. So this is not why she's going to a black man. She's going to a black man because, like every preference, she wants to be elevated above a whole group of women because she needs to compensate for the lack of value that she gets from the men in her community. No woman in their right mind who has another male group is going to attach themselves to black women. No other male group and no woman in their right mind is going to do that. So do understand that this is a woman who literally cannot get a man from her community. Therefore, she's trying to compete where she does not compare. We've already heard black men say they want submissive. If we're not willing to be submissive, then we obviously do not care. I'm not about to submit to a black man, and I don't care what white woman, Asian woman, or whatever woman he wants to wave in my face because I don't see any value in bandits. And neither should you. This message would only trigger you if you have an investment in black men. And if you have an investment in black men, you are foolish. It's a fool's investment at the end of the day. You're not going to get a return on your investment. So while she's sitting here talking about all that she is willing to do for a black man, is making me feel like she knows that black men have absolutely nothing to offer her except the opportunity to be elevated above a group of women, which she ain't gonna be elevated anyway. She may be elevated verbally, but she's gonna get the same black man. She's going to. Like, how are you sitting up here trying to demean the women who literally give birth to black men? They come from our bodies. So whatever negative characteristics you see in black women, it was likely passed down to black men and from their father because they share DNA with them. So you're not going to express disdain for black women, but not have any disdain for black men when black men come from black women. It just is what it is. She didn't mention one good quality in black men. Why? Because she can't. She can't. All she said is, oh, I'll cook for him and I'm submissive and I come from a place with family values. Okay, what is he bringing you though? Are you going to list off his desirable qualities? Because it's kind of given he doesn't have any desirable qualities, but he will elevate me over another group of women. He doesn't have any. Look, this comment right here says it all. This is just racist. So you found a broken man and introduced him to basic kindness. Now, this person knows that this is a broken man. He would have to be broken to want a woman like her because she's coming in to try to compete with a whole group of women, the women who give birth to this man. Oh, Pario said it just ticks me off that she's using black women to gain clicks and views. I don't care how many black men she has, she can have them. I wouldn't have seen this video until Tasha K posted it. Most of y'all likely wouldn't have seen this video unless Tasha K posted it. This video is recorded with a poor quality camera. As you can see, it's very grainy, it's very blurry. You can't even really make out this woman's features. So I don't even know how old this video is. I don't know what platform this video was originally uploaded to. Why do I say that? I say that to say you likely wouldn't have even saw this video if Tasha K didn't post it on her page and if I wasn't streaming it on a live stream. So I don't think this is about clicks and views. This is a certain pathology in these women. It just is what it is. Throwbacks think this way. This is the throwback pathology. Look what this person said exactly. She found a broken, dysfunctional guy who has no self-esteem. Look at what is being applied to the man by way of what this woman said. You can automatically tell the mindset of the man if he's attached to this type of woman. This man said, is this sarcasm or do you know this man personally? We don't need to know the man personally. We can make conclusions off of him by way of her. This person said, are you assuming she is a black woman like the white woman is describing? See how that works. Exactly. This woman didn't mention any black woman in here except to compare herself to a whole group of people. So you can't even assume that the last woman that he was with before her was black. You can assume that. She's talking about a black community dynamic. But at the end of the day, exactly, this comment, this woman is only repeating what she hear Black men say. This is why y'all need to stop arguing on podcasts in front of outsiders. You need to stop arguing on podcasts with failed relationship men anyway. Like, why are you having arguments with Black men on podcasts when they fail in every relationship dynamic they go to? It really just is what it is. Okay, where did my video go? What? Hang on. No, my video went somewhere. Oh, here it is. So how did this get there? Let me show y'all the next video. Because I'm telling y'all, don't think about her. Think about the agenda here. That's why I'm saying don't get triggered. This is bigger than her just sitting up there in that video. I want y'all to see this. Poland follows Japan and threw a mixer for Black men to meet with white women and start families. Let me ask y'all a question. Why do y'all think they're not promoting? Why do y'all think that Poland and Japan aren't promoting Black women getting with the men in their community? Why do y'all think? Why do y'all think? Drop in the comment section and let me know why you think these two countries would specifically be targeting Black men to get with white women to start families. Because if this wasn't an agenda, because we know Black men are not family men, nowhere. They're not family men anywhere. So why do y'all think it is that if you want other people, non-white people, to start families with your people, why do you think that they would not say Black women go get with these men in the communities? Why do you think they would specifically say Black men to meet up with white women to start families? Exactly. Low population issues. Low population issues added to, they already know Black men are going to abandon that child. They already know Black men are going to abandon that child. So Black men are going to create children. They're not going to create families. They're going to create children with these women. They're going to abandon the children. The mother in her white community is going to raise the children. They're going to have a white mentality. They're going to have white mates, and they're going to procreate white, and they're going to create more white people. You can't accomplish this with Black women. You can only accomplish this with Black men. If you have a way, if you have a plan, because your birth rate is low. So let's look at hypothetically, you're a group of people, your birth rate is very low. You know that you need the DNA of another group of people who have a much higher birth rate globally and in general are not having an issue with fertility. Because Black people in the US may be having some fertility issues among the women. Globally, they're not. And we know that that's due to chemicals and GMOs and all this other stuff. We ain't gonna get into that. If you wanted to increase your birth rate, are you going to go to the people who are more likely to stay and raise their kids and who are obsessed with Blackness? Or are you going to go to the men who you know hate who they are, value that which is the opposite of them, want to create biracial children, values whiteness, are white supremacist minded, and have a mentality that's more in alignment with your goal? The reason why they are targeting Black men is because they know Black men have a white supremacist mindset. They know it. They know this globally. They know that globally Black men see no value in Blackness. They know that by and large, Black men want to get rid of their Blackness. So this will be this is their target market. This is called target marketing. You market to the people that you think are the most acceptable to buy into what you are marketing. Black men are the most acceptable to this. That's why it's been marketed to Black men. They know. Let me try to find this video. There was a video a while back. It was on TikTok. Let me try to Google it. There was a white woman that explained it. Why the powers that be promote black men with white women. There was a video I showed y'all. I'm gonna see. I need to find it. It was a TikTok video. Because this white woman explained it perfectly. She explained it perfectly. I know it was a TikTok video. Let me try to find it on TikTok. Sorry, I really want to show y'all this video if I could find it. It was a white woman. She was responding to somebody. It was a white woman. She was responding to a black man. And the way she explained why this is promoted, the reason why I'm trying to find it. I really am. I don't think I'm gonna find it though. Because I don't think this is it. Because this was an old video. I showed the video years ago. She said, "Oh, I see throwbacks are thirsty. White women of quality don't want to procreate due to SBE. White men still can fertilize eggs." I was stumped for a minute. No, that's not what I'm talking about. That's not what I'm talking about. No, what they're doing is they're trying to increase their population by way of black men. And they're doing it very much strategically because at the end, because they know exactly how black men act. They know black men are going to abandon their children. They know that the white women are going to be raising them with her white family. They're going to procreate white and create more white people. That is what they're doing. That is what they're doing. All of it ties into each other. Globally, their birth rates are down. Globally. And I want to find this video. I don't think I'm gonna find it though. I don't think I'm gonna find it. Yeah, I wish I could find it. I wish I could. I'm trying to see if I can find it. I don't think I'm gonna find it, y'all. Because the video was old. But in any event, the white woman essentially said that the reason they promote it is because they know that they're more likely to increase their birth rate. You said Japan is not recruiting black men. That's fine. They don't have to be. They don't have to be recruiting them. But I don't let me look at this video and we'll see what they got going on here.
And was asking for black men to come on over to Japan to.
Okay, let me let y'all listen to this video. Cause you said they're not. I'm gonna look into it. But even if they are, because it says Poland follows Japan and through a mixer. They threw a mixer. So let's listen to this video.
And was asking for black men to come on over to Japan to help repopulate Japan because Japanese men's sperm is not working properly. Well, Poland went above and beyond and actually threw a mixer where black men could go around and dance with, white women and potentially start a family. This is crazy, y'all. Y'all see that, right? Things on the planet is turning up. Y'all see it. And what's even crazier, every single TV show and movie I've been watching lately is literally promoting interracial couples. If you pay attention, you guys see this. You guys see this, right? Back then, they didn't want us. Now it's hot. They all on us, right? Y'all Japan was asking for black men to come on over to Japan to help repopulate Japan.
This is the stupid take from this man. This is a black man who's getting his ego fix off of this, not knowing that this is 100% an agenda. And you have people in here recognize it. She said they dying off. They need that melanin to survive. That's it. That's exactly what it is. You see this person, that's the real reason. Them kids are going to be sent to a lab for research. No, they're not. Those kids are going to be raised by white families. They're going to have white mates. They're going to procreate with white people, and they're going to create more white people. That's what they're going to do. That's what they're going to do. And I came on here and I said that. I said, right. And they know black men abandon their children. So the women will mold the minds and identities of the children. They will be white identified, procreate with white people, and create more white people. This is the means of survival, and it is. Look, they know how this goes. They've been doing this for centuries now. They've been breeding races into whiteness for centuries now. They know exactly what they're doing, and they know exactly who they can go to. And let me show you why. They know exactly who they can go to and who's most acceptable to this. Let me show you the other part of this, because they know exactly what they're doing. Let me play y'all this video here. And this ain't no old video. This ain't no old video. This is a recent one. Let me show y'all the mindset of black men. They know what's up. Look at this video caption here. Which country has the most attractive people? Mr. Organic says the most beautiful women come from Sweden. Their skin be pure white and they be thick as hell. You don't see how a mindset like this will be conducive to increasing your birth rate? Let me play this video so y'all can listen to him say it.
I would say sweet.
Here, let's play it over. Listen to him.
I would say sweet. Yeah, pure white.
They be like, okay, they be like, no,
Yeah, that's the tall white. Blonde hair.
lumberjack.
Then they biking blood. So they be tall. And they skin be pure white.
So they had a lot of like those.
And they be thick as hell, like.
Talk with what do you call it? The order bride, they took the bride.
Yeah.
They
said
they skin be pure white.
Yeah, pure milky white too, like that good silky milky. Cause it's a different type of white. When they be 210, they
ain't white.
It's not white. It's not real white. That you know what I'm saying? The dude from back in the day would be mad I had it tight. That's all I do was.
You don't want the ones that's getting sunbathed. You might as well give it a black woman. Sometimes I do that porcelain look. I think.
And then they be tall, they be voluptuous. I would say, I say sweet. Yeah, pure white.
This is black women's sickness, by the way. This is black women's sickness.
Lumberjack.
It's the fact that he's saying that he's not even attracted to white women who tan. He wants ultra white. He want white. And you got black women sitting up in here laughing. Because again, black men done trained black women like dogs. And they trained black women to have this mindset when they choose to engage in this behavior. So if you want to get your birth rate up and you know that in order to remedy your genetic issues that you need to procreate with black people, it's a no-brainer that obviously, clearly, you would obviously go to the circus and get all the clown ass bitch bandits out of it, and you will use these clowns. That's what you would do. This is why they're going to be successful. And now, why? Because what they're talking about is selective mating. When you're asking different races of people to come and create families, that is selective mating. So Poland is selective mating, and they're doing it so that they can increase their birth rate for the betterment of themselves in the future. Black women don't want to selectively mate because Black women said, oh no, that's genocide. What are we going to do? How are we going to create Black people? No, no, no. Every other community is doing selective mating because they know it's in your best interest. They know it's in their best interest to selectively mate if they want to survive. That's why they're doing it. Let me look up this article for Poland requesting Black men to start families with white women. And my sister, that's funny because the first thing that popped up is why do Polish girls not want to date Black men? Because they smart. I don't see nothing. I see a post on Facebook that I'm gonna read to y'all that says raising mixed kids in Poland. Black foreigner in Poland can be difficult. We all know how hostile Poland is towards Blacks, and raising a Black or mixed kid can be even harder. So I'm not even finding that. I can't even find anything like a mixer for them. Everything that comes up is talking about why Polish women don't like Black men. So I don't know. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to see if I can find it. Cause I can't find I can't find one thing on here except how much Polish women don't like Black men. So it look like if they do this, they're going to pay these women. It look like they're going to pay them. Cause I can't find nothing on here. I can't find nothing on here. So I mean, yeah, the only thing that's coming up is how much Poland women don't like Black men, basically. I mean, but we all know Black men do these things like this, but this mentality this ain't no lie. This ain't no lie right here. This video here with this Black man talking about he like white, pure white with his white supremacist mentality. Like there has to be something wrong with Black women to continuously see this, for this to be Black men's prevailing mentality, and you still go invest in Black men. There has to be something wrong. There has to. There just has to. Yeah, y'all, I can't find no article on it. I can't. But let me show y'all this video because I want to switch gears. But that's it. What? Oh, they took the video down. I should have there was a video, I don't know if y'all saw it, of them dusty bandits at a Megan Thee Stallion event screaming free Tory. I was just about to show y'all that, and then what's the name deleted it. Let me see. Oh, okay. Here it is. Thank you so much for that video. Let me show y'all this video that she sent. So she sent this video. And a lot of people already see what this is because one of the first comments on there is getting sun protection. I'm telling y'all, they know what's up. So here's the video that you sent me. Let me make it bigger for people who want to see it. There we go. So let me refresh the screen. And then now we'll get into it. Okay, let's go.
So y'all know how Japan was asking for Black men to come on over to Japan to help repopulate Japan because Japanese men's sperm is not working properly. Well, Poland went above and beyond and actually threw a mixer where Black men could go around and dance with, white women and potentially start a family. This is crazy, y'all. Y'all see that, right? Things on the planet is turning up. Y'all see it. And what's even crazier, every single TV show and movie I've been watching lately is literally promoting interracial couples. If you pay attention, you guys see this.
The Japanese thing looks real.
They don't want this. Now it's hot.
Oh, no, it's not, because there's a thing in Ghana said.
Do you guys remember what Jane Elliott said?
So there are a bunch of videos on TikTok of this that come up when I Google it. But then there's a Ghana Fact article that says South Korea and Japan are not offering $75,000 for Black men to impregnate their women. It says the claim says governments of South Korea and Japan incentivize Black men to have children. Source viral social media video, verdict misleading. It says a TikTok video of a woman who identified herself as Tasha claiming the governments of Japan and South Korea are incentivizing young Black men to have children in their countries has gone viral on social media platforms, including YouTube and X. So they're saying that this is a lie that Tasha K is putting out, essentially. It says on Monday, May 20th, 2024, Ghana Fact found a video with the claim captioned, Japan is desperately in need of Black men to have more babies, which have gathered 24.2K comments, reposted 103.4K times, and bookmarked by 35,000 TikTokers. Black men, Japan needs you. Japan is calling specifically for Black men. I know you are saying why, Tasha, why they said they need babies and Black men make lots of them. Where is that? After South Korea proposed last week $75,000 per baby that has a family, Japan is in desperate need, and they are calling all Black men. It says, meanwhile, a new set of social media users has created new videos and showing excerpts of the original video, which can be found on multiple platforms, with voiceovers claiming the Japan government was willing to pay as much as $75,000 to Black men who will respond to the call. In another video, Tasha claimed that the South Korean government was also paying $75,000. They have a birth rate decline too. Look at what this bandit says, and that is proof we're gods. No, that's proof that you hate yourself. Look, do you see this? This is why they know these bandits are dumb. Like they know that they're dumb. How would this be proof that you're a god rather than proof that you are treason, you hate yourself, and is willing to breed your Blackness out? But this white woman said this is a big lie. This said they know the world is come to and an end time is up. I can't find anything on here to validate this. This said, meanwhile, Ghana Fact has not found any government offer of bonuses worth the estimated $75,000 to parents of newborn in South Korea, despite checks in the country's 2024 budget proposal and 2023 to 2027 National Fiscal Management Plan. In the 2024 budget, under the heading of ease burdens of childbirth and child rearing, the government plans to 1, Inject 9 trillion one to increase housing stability for families with a newborn child under 2 years, reduce income requirements for purchasing or leasing houses, as well as present a prioritized housing system, extend the period of parental leave for work, expand a monthly allowance for parents with a child at age 0 to 1 years, 700,000 1-year-old. So they're calculating the amount of money they will have to spend, which is between $730 to $365. The initiative to pay parents of newborns $75,000 was a corporate decision by one company and not a government initiative. So these people are saying they look into it and they're saying this is a lie. Yeah, they're saying they looked into this. This is not even in their budget plan. So I don't know whether this is real or not, but I'll tell you, if those governments are doing that, they're not doing it because they think black men are gods. They're doing it if they're doing it, and that's loosely if they doing it. Look at this person. They are dying out. They know by mixing with us, they survive longer. They do know that. This would be the only reason they would do it. And it's because they know they're going to wash that blackness out over generations. They know they're going to. They know they're going to. And then this bandit said, well, my black ass going to Poland. Bye. Bye. I want bandits to believe that this is real and take their dumb asses over to Poland. That's what I want them to do. Go to Poland, turn they women into single mothers. They're like, we should be past the point of caring about what black men are doing. If they are doing this for no other reason than to increase their population. It is what it is. But I'm going to move on. There was a Nigerian bandit pastor. He's under fire. Let me show y'all this scene. Because now we're going to go into the boy sober summer and all of these complaints women have by these men. And I'm telling you, that's why they're doing all this stuff. Because women are getting tired. It says Nigerian pastor Kenneth Okonkwo is facing heat on Twitter following his recent comments about married women. It says Nigerian pastor faces backlash over his recent remarks about married women. Instead of some wives investing energy in satisfying their husbands, they are investing in making sure no one else tries to satisfy him. I want y'all to realize that the reason they doing this is because you subscribe to a religion that said a man is your God. This is why they doing this, because you agreed to this religion. And I'm going to need women to stop getting mad at ideologies that they agreed to. When you become a Christian, you agree to the ideology that you were created to be in service to a man. So Christian women should not be complaining about this. They should be going along with it because you agreed with it when you took on any of these Abrahamic religions. You did that. So you can't agree to the ideology that you were created as a helpmate for a man, that it is your duty to submit to a man, that a man is above you. You can't agree to those and then get mad at this. If you are a Christian and you are mad at this, then you need to rethink the religion that you are subscribing to. This is a direct result of you taking on the ideology of a religion that says that the man is your creator, the man is the savior of your soul, a man is your God, you're made to be a helpmate to a man, you're supposed to submit to a man, the divine order of the man being above you, the man is your leader, you need to be bound to a man by marriage. When you signed up for Christianity, this is what you signed up for. If you signed up to be a Muslim, this is what you signed up for. If you signed up for any Abrahamic religion, this is what you signed up for, because all of them across the board says that you were created for the sole purpose of helping a man. So Christians need not get mad at this. This is your belief system rooted in your religion. This is just what it is. This person said it's funny how men can hold you accountable to till death do us part, but forgetting forsake all others. And girl, bye, because you ain't about to hold no man accountable to nothing. Let's look over what he said. These are his messages. He said, instead of some wives to invest energy in satisfying their husbands, they are investing time in making sure no one else tries to satisfy him. Do y'all remember when I did that debate on marriage and that delusional woman said that there's no expectations of women in marriage? The expectation of women in marriage is that you are going to serve a man. That is what you are there for. Men, they believe that marriage is so they can get a woman to serve them. So you may be delusional about what marriage is about, but when you get married to these men, they are expecting to have a servant. They are expecting you to spend your life trying to satisfy them, obviously. Because you see this man here saying, instead of some wives to invest energy in satisfying their husband, they are investing time in making sure no one else tries to satisfy him. So he's condoning men cheating. This is a Black pastor, an African pastor, who's defending a married man's right to cheat and saying that if you're not going to satisfy your husband, now he's not even listing out what would satisfy the husband, but if you're not satisfying your husband, you shouldn't be spending no time trying to stop him from cheating. Basically, this is basically what he's saying. Let that man cheat in peace because you ain't on your womanly job. You were created as my helpmate. You agreed to that when you signed up for this religion. When you decided to believe in and practice within this religion, you agreed to this. This is not narcissism. Nikki, you can't call this narcissism when this is a religious ideology. Your job as a wife, a Christian wife, is to make sure you satisfy your husband. You were created to be his helpmate. This is not narcissism. This is men expecting you to abide by your role, this specified in the belief system that you took on. All they're doing is holding you accountable to the religion that you subscribe to. This is not narcissism. This is them saying, look, women, this is your job. Christianity says that you're my helpmate. Christianity says you need to satisfy me. This is not narcissism. This is them holding you to your belief system. We're not going to call this narcissism. You don't get to a lot, and I'm not talking about you specifically for the person in the chat box. I'm not talking about you specifically. Women signed up for this. When you sign up for an Abrahamic religion, when you sign up for Christianity, you are agreeing that as a woman, it is your role to be subservient to and submit to this man, any man. That is what you agree to when you are a Christian. Now, I don't know if Christians run around here not understanding what your role is as a woman. This is not narcissism. This is accountability that he's attempting to bestow on you. He's basically saying, as a woman, you ain't doing your job. The Bible says you have a job. The Bible says you are subservient to me. Get on your job. That's what he's saying. So she said they have no other thing to preach about these days. What exactly did we do to these people? You signed up for this religion and now you ain't trying to fulfill your role, this consistent with it, because you realize being a slave to a man ain't a road to happiness. But your religion says you need to be in this situation whether you happy or not. You will get your happiness when you die and go to heaven if you get in. While you on this earth, though, your religion says you need to treat these human males like you would treat God. You need to submit to these human males like you would submit to God because your God is a man too. And you agreed with that when you became a Christian. It just is what it is. I don't think what this man is saying is unreasonable. I think he's saying this in accordance to his religion. He's talking specifically to Christian women. So he's saying if you don't want your man to cheat, then you need to go on ahead and make sure you're doing everything in your power to satisfy your man. It is not your man's responsibility to satisfy you. You're the maid, the mattress, and the mule, and you need to play your role accordingly. That is what he's saying. Your job is to worship men. That is what your job is. This person said, a pastor, is this a real man of God's account or parody? Is this what's in the Bible? Not a Christian asking what's in the Bible. Not you asking what's in your own religious textbook. This person said, is he trying to justify men seeking satisfaction out of the home? That's exactly what he's doing. Why do you have to ask? This man said, your calling is to preach the gospel and not this. He is preaching the gospel. He is. He's preaching the Christian gospel based on his own interpretation. That's what he's doing. He said, you should be discouraging we men from sleeping around. No, he shouldn't. He's doing what Christian pastors do. This woman said, please, sir, focus on preaching the gospel messages on faith, hope, love, mercy, justice, kindness, etc. The message of Christ is not about marriage alone, but it is about marriage. And he's choosing to focus on your role in marriage and the fact that you need to satisfy him. She said, you really can't be spirit-filled and be tweeting rubbish like this. It's easy to spot fakes. No, what he's saying is in accordance to that Christian Bible. This says, is everything okay at home, Pastor? Sometimes I come to Twitter and I can't believe what people say. So he posted this to Twitter, ultimate. Every day, women this, women that. You have forgotten the gospel Jesus told you people to preach. Women are tone deaf to this. They're not making the connection, unfortunately. This says, damn, Nigerian pastors don't share words from the holy book anymore. It's always woman this, woman that. You were created as his helpmate. Are you forgetting that? Are you forgetting that you were created as his helpmate? Are you forgetting that the ideology that you subscribe to says that your role is to be subservient to this man? I told y'all that when you agree that somebody is divinely ordained to be dominant over you, that means you need to obey. If you don't obey, there is a consequence. He's saying the consequence for you not satisfying him is cheating. And you need to just be happy with that. Look at the mindset of these men, though. Just saying says, but does it say women shouldn't focus on their man cheating? The only thing the Bible says about adultery is that you should divorce because of it. Women ain't gonna do that. Women are long suffering. Women are long suffering. And because they subscribe to a male God, they are going to be in these situations with these men. This man ain't talking to women. He's talking to Christian women. That's who he's talking to. He's talking to the women who agreed with the ideology that he subscribed to because it places man above woman. He subscribed to an ideology that will allow him to control women and weaponize it against women. Dita C said they know some women will tolerate this. Absolutely. Let's look at the comment section. Considering how many married women are being treated like they are their husband's subordinates, this is what you signed up for when you got married, and are not being properly loved, provided, or cared for, they may not feel comfortable or safe expressing intimacy. Address that. They're not going to address that because at the end of the day, this is what you signed up for. And I think women don't understand what they are signing up for when they become a Christian. When you really any religion, because all of the Abrahamic religions globally, all of them say the same thing. They either subtly imply that you're under a man or they overtly say that the man is above you. And in the US, the Christian understanding for men is that you were created to be his helpmate. He has dominion over you. He's above you. He's closer to God. You need to submit to God. You need to submit to him. And not only is he above you, he's the intermediary between you and God. And you can't get through God unless you go through a man, which was named Jesus Christ. That's what you agreed to as a Christian. For the Christian women who have aligned themselves with this ideology, this is exactly what you signed up for. And I don't know why Christian women are complaining when you agreed to this, when you became a Christian. But the reality is, Even aside from religion, women uphold patriarchy. Women believe men are supposed to be above them. This is what women believe. Women believe the God ordained position of themselves is beneath a man. Most women believe this. We're not going to act like they don't. They're not godly and they don't have to be. They can hide behind, I'm a work in progress. That's what they can do. But women are tired. And so there was a post on Instagram that I was responding to. It was a post detailing an article that says women are saying it's a boy sober summer. Let me find that article because I didn't have the article up here. There's a video I want to show y'all too. Yeah, there's a video I want to show y'all too. But let me try to find that article that I had. I think it wouldn't come up because of my ad blocker, which I was not going to remove. So I'm gonna see. It's on USA Today, but they want me to take the ad blocker off, and I don't want to. Let me just see if I can turn this stupid ad blocker off. I'm put it back on though. I'm put it back on. Hold on. I want to trick this really quickly. Let me okay. Hold on. Hang on. I'm gonna put it back on in a minute. I ought to let the whole video, the whole article, gotta load first. Sorry, y'all, I'm just waiting for this to and I think it's very interesting that they had used a black woman in the thumbnail. But let me read this article because this is the boys' summer. This is the boys' summer article. Let me show y'all this video first. So there's something called a boy sober summer going on. I saw this article posted to Instagram. There were some bandits on there in their feelings trying to write a narrative that nobody said. So we're going to listen to this. It's a 5-minute thing. And we're going to get into this boy sober summer and what they're saying about it.
Yeah, that's true because you never had girl summer. That was last summer. Yeah, that was so last year.
This is very low, so I'm going to go get my speaker. Hang on, I'm gonna go get my speaker really quickly. Let me go grab the speaker because this needs to be louder. I want y'all to hear it. Okay. Hang on.
Summer.
Okay, let me look and put this on here. Hang on. Why am I off of here. I just want to connect this. Oh, okay, it's connected, apparently. Let me see. Okay.
Well, when I first heard it, I thought that meant, okay, there are a bunch of guys who, Shawty Whitlow in just a second, about this story, because you remember Hot Girl Summer?
That was last summer.
Yeah. And
That was so last year.
So last
Yeah.
year. This year, it's Sober Boy Summer.
Sober boy, like, what does that mean
Well,
exactly?
when I first heard it, I thought that meant, okay, there are a bunch of guys who are not going to drink.
Sober. Yeah.
But apparently not.
Oh,
No,
it has nothing to do with alcohol?
it has nothing to do with alcohol. It has everything to do with women detoxing from men.
So we're the bad guys again.
Well, I'm not saying you're the bad guys, but I'm just basically saying, I'm not saying anything.
Okay, you're telling us the story.
I'm telling you the story. And the women out there, they're sending a clear PSA, which is, you know what? Instead of them vying for your gaze, single women, they're focusing on themselves. They are tired of the apps. They're tired of the casual hookups. They are tired of the dating scene. I heard one woman say the dating pool is contaminated. It's got poop in it.
Wow, that's rough.
I can see that.
So they now, and I say they as in women, young women, they want something of substance. Instead of prioritizing men, they're now focusing on themselves and they're putting you brothers on the back burner. And let's just say sometimes it's easier said than done. Everyone's a work in progress, including the first woman we spoke to. Take a listen to some of yours.
I was like, if I meet someone, it'll be genuine, but it didn't end up playing out that way.
I kicked my garbage boyfriend out and I'm just working on me this summer and I'm doing me. I'm having a great time with me and my girlfriends. I'm in my late 20s and I feel like my girlfriends are starting to just prioritize themselves, which I think is great. That's what I was doing before I found my fiance. So it seems to work.
Let's see that ring, honey. Oh, he put a ring on it. He did.
Nice.
Wow.
Worth it.
Yeah.
It's worth it, right? You know, finding love, you both in that.
Did y'all notice how every woman that they talked to was white? Did y'all notice that every woman that they spoke to was white? And that is because if you ask the average Black woman on the street if she's sober from boys, she gonna say no. Because what Black women are doing is trying to get married. That's what Black women are doing. Black women can't have a sober boy summer because they're too busy trying to get married. The reason why you see it from white women is because white women are driving this. In this country, white women are driving this. It is not Black women. Black women are all over social media talking about their desperation to get a man and wanting somebody to marry them. Other groups of women, the women who are married the most, they realize marriage is not a benefit to women. So therefore, they're out to be single and by themselves. Black women are running around trying to get married, trying to bind themselves legally to these bandits. And I don't think they didn't ask any Black women. I think they did ask Black women. I think Black women ain't on the sober boy thing, especially they in New York. If they in New York, there was a lot of Black women to ask. Yep, Black women on those pop the balloon shows. Exactly. Behind the grain, unfortunately. But let's continue.
Finding love should be organic. And we've had this conversation before. It shouldn't be manufactured.
Correct.
So like that woman said, she's like, you know what? I'm focusing on me. It worked out. And now, sister girl, she's got a ring. She's got a ring. So I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, you ladies can answer, so I probably shouldn't contribute to this. But the one thing I will say is that when you're yourself, then that's when you tend to find, like when you're being active or trying to impress someone, just relax and be yourself. And it tends to work out. And this sounds like this is kind of leaning into that.
It's just the younger generation, I'm sorry. The younger generation, they don't know how to socialize. They don't,
That could be part of it for some women.
And, I have these young girls who like we're friendly with and beautiful, smart, they got it all, whatever. Like, why wouldn't you want to go out with these girls? They went out one night. They told me where they went. They went here for dinner. They went there for drinks. They went after drinks. Not one guy came over to them. Not one. Anywhere. How is that possible? That
They
never
want women to
happened
approach
when I
them.
was growing up. Yeah, you.
All the guys are
Depends on the
coming over
crowd.
to you, is that what you're saying?
Just saying,
Brought the boys to the yard.
a guy at every point.
Wow. How many boys did you go to?
Hey, we were classes with Rosanna.
I'm just saying,
Exactly.
and they
Yeah.
got it together, and they're gregarious, so it wasn't like they're gonna sit
Yeah.
at the bar, you know what I mean? Like,
And
what's
that's what,
wrong?
and that's part of what this trend is all about. It's about women learning themselves, learning what they like, learning what they dislike, and also setting boundaries so they can go out, put their best foot forward, and attract, not find, attract the person that is right for them.
The thing is, I don't wanna give them this, information that I was like, I had a guy everywhere, because my husband would be on the phone.
Yeah, let me pause it there. I want to go to the article because I don't need to hear about her life and her experiences. I really don't. But nonetheless, this is something that women are doing. So I saw this also on Instagram. It's an article here that says study reveals that husbands, they're specifically saying husbands, stress women twice as much as children do. And look, as you see, you got men in here triggered because they telling the truth about men. So you got a white bandit saying then why divorces between gay women are higher than straight women. This is a common deflection. Because they're not talking about LGBTQ relationships. They're talking about heterosexual relationships. That's what they're talking about. So I want to read this article because here is the article here for this thing. And I think it's interesting that they would use a black woman and a black man. It's real interesting that they will use a black woman and a black man as their cover photo. Men stress women out more than kids, says new study. Relationship experts and parents share their thoughts. It says men cause more stress for mothers than their children, according to a new study. Here's what a relationship expert and some parents have to say about it, plus tips for reducing stress. There's no doubt that women face numerous challenges. For mothers, the complex process of matrescence, a traditional period where they adjust to significant changes in their lives and bodies, begin with giving birth. I'm gonna skip past this because this seismic shift often comes with added burden of carrying the bulk of the mental load, which can lead to parenting burnout. So it's probably unsurprising that a study carried out by Today of over 7,000 mothers asked to report their stress levels gave the average stress level of 8.5 out of 10 per mom. Their biggest reported stressors, their partners. For 46% of those moms, partners are a bigger source of stress than kids. This is quite a stereotypical trope in a relationship that a male partner will be the cause of endless irritation. The parents we spoke to often reported this to be the case in line with the study. We also spoke to a therapist who shared ways to move forward. So as you see, this is white women being honest about their relationships. Black women run around here saying they got happy black love. So this ain't coming from black women. This is coming from white women. It says Georgina Sturmer is a BACP registered counselor who specializes in helping women be happy and confident in their relationships. Georgina tells us when it comes to a husband and wife or any model of co-parenting, the dynamic can feel like shifting sands. Like an imbalanced power struggle. Maybe we oscillate between good cop and bad cop. Perhaps we can't agree on how to parent. Maybe there's simmering anger or resentment about pulling our weight in household tasks, or indecisions about money, home life, socializing, and much more. There are so many potential triggers for disagreement, and we are often tired or overwhelmed by the physical and mental load of everything that needs to get done, and men ain't helping y'all. And this sometimes means that instead of finding are co-parent supportive, we can actually feel as if they're simply adding to the extra weight of our lives. You know why? Because most of these males are there and they are in these marriages because they want a servant. Because men, when they go into marriage, they go into the marriage expecting that they're going to have a servant. This is what Black women don't seem to understand or care about. The study also found mothers stress about not having enough time to get everything done, with 3/4 of moms with partners reporting they do most of the parenting and household duties. You said you not up? I want y'all to look at this. This study also found mothers stress most about not having enough time to get everything done, with 3/4 of moms, which is what, 75%, with partners reporting they do most of the parenting and the household duties. So these white women are reporting that they are what? Married single mothers. This is what it means when you are a married single mother. They have house partners, they have men in the home, so why are they doing most of the parenting on their own? Because if you are parenting on your own, you are a single parent because you are parenting without the help of a man, despite him being in the house. The majority of them are saying that they are doing most of the parenting and the household duties on their own. That is because the men expect a marital servant. This is the expectation. They know when they get married, they are coming up on a woman that is going to give them a soft life. This is why marriage benefits men. This is why men live longer when they are married and women have shorter lives when they are married. This is why. Because women are binding themselves legally to servitude. 1 in 5 say not having enough help from their partner is a huge source of daily stress. Mom of 2, Lucy, agrees with this. She says, I work from home and my husband works between home and an office. He always finishes before me and appears to work fewer hours. It never ceases to amaze me how he can walk in and ignore washing to be put away, a dishwasher that needs loading, recycling to be put out, and every other job. I shouldn't have to spell it out for him. He's a grown man. Instead, I simmer with rage most days when I put down my laptop 1 minute and go straight to the kitchen the next, without pausing for breath before doing all the tasks he easily could have done. The man ain't gonna do this because this is the woman's role. Now they'll sit in there and tell you that homes can't function off of one income, so the woman needs to go out and work, but they not gonna tell you what they're gonna do in the house to help because she's taking half of the financial load from him. This is why it benefits men, because half of the financial load is taken up by the woman, but he ain't giving nothing else to it, and he ain't about to. It says, Mom of 3, Kate, feels similarly. She shares, when my husband took a job that meant he'd be away a lot, I was relieved. Honestly, life was just much easier without him in the house. This is the man that she married to. She married to this man and she said it's much easier without him in the house. I tried engaging him with household tasks, every job he left for me to do that he could have easily done himself. I left a sticky note on saying, up yours, Kate, because that's what's leaving those jobs meant for me, that he didn't care enough about me or respect me enough to do them. He was embarrassed and attempted to do better, but now he's away most of the time. I get on with everything and not having to look after him is one less burden. White women already know what it is. Black women don't. They want to bind themselves to servitude. Ebony K. Williams came out here And y'all know Ebony K. Williams decided she was going to live her life independent of a man, have a child independent of a man. She went to a sperm bank. Ebony K. Williams ain't got time for no man to be sitting here bothering her. Ebony K. Williams ain't got time. So Ebony K. Williams, it says, woo, woman explains why Black women often have to tap into their masculine energy. If we don't handle it, it won't get done. Sounds like the same complaints white women are having. Let's listen to what Ebony K. Williams got to say.
A lot of young ladies out here that are men in skirts. I look as feminine as possible because I am trying to overcompensate. I'll own it. I'll be vulnerable. I am trying to visually overcompensate for what I know is a default masculine posture that I walk through the world with every day. Of course I do. You see my taxes. No, I mean, but for real, I got a payroll.
Yeah.
And so when you are leading in this way, when you are providing not just for yourself, but for those around you, your whole community, how are you not masculine in your energy, right?
Yeah.
But to Melissa's point, most of the women I know, especially, we would love if we didn't have to. What people don't realize. What'd you say?
I want to be soft and pink.
Correct.
Yeah.
What most people don't realize is that most masculine women are masculine by mandate, not by choice.
Yeah.
We're masculine because we have been made to be.
Yeah.
We're masculine because if I don't go qualify for this mortgage, if I don't put these kids in the best schools, if I don't really make sure that my neighborhood is safe for me and my children to walk down, it won't be safe. We have a lot of young ladies out here that are men in skirts. I look as feminine as possible.
All women are singing the same tune. Black women know this, but they still chasing marriage to Black men because Black women's issue is the lack of self-love and self-validation. That's what it is. So Black women are looking for Black men who are literally drowning in self-hatred. They're looking for Black women. Black women are looking for Black men to validate them. Sorry, y'all, I'm pulling up this article. It's the last thing I'm gonna talk about before I jump off of here. And the reason I'm doing it is because I remember y'all requested this. Y'all requested that I talk about this, but I want to go to the comment section here really quickly. She said men are not being men anymore. They want to be chased more than women. Actually, let me pause for the cause. There's a video I wanted to show y'all, and that just reminded me of it. Hold on. I gotta find this. Hold on. Let me find it. Let me see something, because I emailed it to my life too. I emailed it to me. Yep, here I go. Now let me let y'all look at this. Okay. Now that she mentioned men don't want to be men anymore, I got the video for y'all. Look at this video. And it's no wonder when you see this video, which I'm going to play it. It just has a bunch of music behind it, so it's going to be without the audio. I wanted to play this video for y'all specifically because I saw this video here on Instagram. Now that the woman in that other comment section mentioned men don't want to be men no more, it brought me back to this. So this woman made this video. And I want y'all to watch it here. It ain't gonna have no audio, but we go watch it. Let's see what this video, or no, we go keep that off because I ain't trying to get copyright strike. Look at this video, y'all. It says dating men in this generation be like, and let me know the first thing y'all immediately notice about this video. a bandit here. That's what you have. You have a black man here. You have a black man, white woman dynamic. I didn't make this video. She did. He getting the flowers. He getting the door open for him. She paying the bills. This is a black man. Okay? Who promotes that they don't want to be providers, they don't want to be protectors, they can't pay for dates? Black men promote this. He's a black man with a woman of no color. So it's showing you that no, black men are not the dominant ones in these relationships. I don't think that it was an accident picking a black man for this. This dynamic right here was purposeful because this is how these relationships play out with black men. If you get with a black man, you are going to, as the woman, be placed in a masculine position because he is feminine. This is what this video is saying. Out of all the men, because we already know all these men are having issues. They have issues with women having rights and autonomy. We know that, but we know black men are suffering the most. Why? They have no social power. They have no resources. They have no bargaining tool. Black men don't have any leverage except their blackness. And they don't need any leverage with black women. But when they outside of the community, you need some leverage. They ain't got no leverage. This is the soft black male era. This is what she's showing. This person said, and then they say, I'm an alpha male. Hope he'll get pregnant soon. I'm fine. He can get pregnant then. Black men said they got the seed. Black men said they the creators of life. So she's literally taking everything right out of the Dusty Bandit banter playbook. They got the seed. They creating life. Okay. So get pregnant. Bandits want somebody to send them flowers. They want doors open for them. They want to be courted like they're a woman. So they want you to be in a masculine role so that they can rest in their femininity. This man who's triggered, because he triggered, welcome to the men versus women post. Spread hate and create a division among us. Good job. Y'all, men have already done a good job of that themselves. Women don't need to do anything except exist. Men have already created the divide because that is what they do. You can look at everything that's happening in the world, and you can see that these males, what they do best is cause chaos, destruction, and division. That's what they do. They do that best. We know that because we're in a patriarchal society and we've been in chaos ever since. The world has been in a state of nonstop chaos, war, dysfunction, and division since it has been a patriarchy. All we've ever known of the world was the world in constant need of having guns and defense mechanisms because there's constant strife between these men who are in power because they can't unify among themselves. This is the patriarchy, but men cannot meet the basic standards of patriarchy. They can't meet them. Men want to be in this position. Now, women can meet the requirements of patriarchy. I don't know how men can. I'm trying to figure out why it is that women are able to successfully provide for themselves. Women are able to get jobs to provide for themselves. Women are able to go to school in a system that literally was created by and for men. Women can do it, but men can't seem to do it though. Look, of course you're going to have a woman here. You got to have a dusty pick-me somewhere. You have to have a pick-me and you can tell she a pick-me. Look at her. This is sweet. Men learn love and care too. He in his soft era. Look at this bandit, gender equality. She said, please don't call them men. You guys wanted to be equal. They don't even know what it means when you say you want to be equal. They don't know what it means. They don't know what that means. They don't know what feminism was about. But I wanted to show y'all this because this is very telling. It's telling that she used a black man for it. It's telling that she's sitting up here showing the dynamic that actually happened. Now, finally, I'm in with this. Bandits continue to terrorize Black women because Black women continue to invest in bandits and not look at them as the physical threat that they are. And I really do wish Black women will understand that these males are absolutely a physical threat to you. So you have a video here that says man live stream high speed chase with LAPD, girlfriend in the back pleading with him to let her and her child out of the car. Please do see how these bandits get down. I want y'all to see. Okay. It says a suspect wanted for an alleged armed robbery in Beverly Hills decided to spice up his getaway by live streaming a high-speed chase through the streets of Los Angeles with his girlfriend and their 2-month-old daughter in the car. I guarantee you when this Black woman laid down with this Black man and created this 2-month-old daughter, she knew that he was wanted for an armed robbery in Beverly Hills. She knew that this man was a criminal. She knew that this was a felonious bandit because we know the baby only 2 months old. We know the baby is only 2 months old. The baby just got here. So we know this woman was with this felonious bandit, despite the fact that he was a felonious bandit. She likely overlooked it because he is Black. As the adrenaline-fueled pursuit unfolded, viewers tuned in to the suspect's Instagram account where they witnessed a gripping drama. The suspect's girlfriend, who was also in the car, pleaded for him to pull over. You can guarantee she knew this man was wanted for armed robbery. Why would your dumb ass be out in a car with your baby and him in it? This is why I'm saying in a Black man worshiping culture, babies don't even matter. This woman should have never had this baby in this car with this man, knowing that he was wanted for armed robbery. I see that it's a white woman here. Now I see it right here. It don't matter. Same thing applies to the woman of no color. It's fine. Same thing applies to the woman of no color. She knew that this was a bandit. This is a preference in a bandit. But this preference knew this bandit was wanted for armed robbery. I wouldn't care if this was an alien. It wouldn't matter if this woman was an alien. There are some throwbacks who are Black male worshipers too, because Black men are the only option. So it don't really matter that this is a white woman. Same thing applies. She knew this bandit was wanted for armed robbery. She knew he was wanted. She still put her dumbass self in this baby in this car. And of course she getting the same Black man. Finally, an hour of the adrenaline. Let me let y'all look at the video. Here we go. Just look at the video. This don't sound like a white woman.
Oh, I'm not even supposed to be in this shit right now. Bro, that's Danielle, let us out, bro. It's over with.
This ain't no white woman. This is a Beckisha. This is a Beckisha. She's over here mimicking Black women. You don't hear her Black accent? This is not a white woman. This is a Beckisha throwback. That's what this is. She over here dating a man named Dayon. She could be biracial. This could be a biracial woman. And you really only see a tiny little picture of her. This woman is likely biracial. But even if she ain't, whoever this woman is, she over here mimicking Black women. She got a Black accent. You hear her. She over here mimicking Black women. That's what she doing. So we'll just call her a Beckisha. Let's continue.
Oh, they gonna smoke you.
I'm gonna find this woman. I don't think this is a white woman.
Stop pulling over, bro. You have to, bro. Pull over with your hands in the air, Dayon.
Oh, it's over with.
Bro, Dayon, pull over. Yourself, bro. Pull over, bro. Let's pull over. Put your hands up, bro. My baby is in the car, Dayon. Bro, Dayon, just pull over.
I understand. Fuck, cause these bitch ass stupid niggas.
Bro, let us out, bro. Let us out.
Oh, I'm not even supposed to be in
I'm gonna
this
see
shit
if I
right
can
now.
find a picture of this woman.
Dayon, let us out, bro.
It's over with.
Dayon, let us out.
Oh, stop this. Oh, they gonna
Yeah, I don't believe that this is a white woman. I think this is a biracial Beckisha. And that's what I think she is. But she do look what she could be again, Beckisha mimicking a black woman. That's what it will be. I can't find a picture of her though. They got articles of it. I see the baby. I mean, but a lot of black men's biracial kids. Let me see if this show a picture of her. I'm trying to see if there's because this is from the Daily Mail. Yeah, they don't really show her. Except in this little grainy picture. Yeah, it's not really showing her. It ain't showing her beyond what we already see. But this is either a Beckisha with a mean black accent, or this is a biracial woman. She looks as she look no, this chick's black accent is better than Whoa Vicky's. This ain't no Whoa Vicky black accent. This is the woman. Whoa Vicky's you can tell is fake. This woman don't sound like she's faking this. He looks like the child that was left behind. Yeah, I mean, we can call her Beckisha, but I mean, it don't matter. It don't really matter what she is, but we gonna call her Beckisha because she do look white in this little grainy picture, but they not showing her. Like they're not showing her at all. Let me try to see if I can find a different image of her. Let me see. Usually, yeah, I'm looking at the images. They not showing her. Only that tiny little itty bitty picture, and the baby do look super white. She could be a white Hispanic, though. She could be a white Hispanic who is just all up in the hood around a bunch of black people. Because they only showing this baby. So based on the baby, I'm just gonna say this is a Beckisha. Oh wait, do they have her Instagram account? Let me go to his Instagram account and see do he got her on it. Because I want to see what this one will look like. Oh, it says his page ain't available. So they look like they done remove this man's Instagram account. Because it says while viewers watch the events unfold on live television, the drama playing out inside the video was being streamed on the driver's Instagram account. I clicked on the hyperlink and it doesn't take me. Yeah, this was removed. Yeah, this it was taken off of Instagram. But it don't matter. The same thing applies because it really doesn't matter. It really actually don't. She don't sound like no white woman, but it is what it is. We gonna say she Beckisha. She could be Beckisha. I'm not even gonna hold y'all. I'm really not. I'm not gonna oppress y'all. I'm not. Cause she definitely she looked like a white woman, but she sound more like a black woman to me. So she's sitting up here. You said she has to be white because they would show her and the baby's face. Yeah, they got the baby. They know the baby on here. They ain't covering up the baby. I see the baby. They are not covering up the baby. I'm about to try to let you see. They ain't covering up this baby. Hold on. Let me see if y'all can see this. Do y'all see this? And there's more images than this too. Look, they ain't covering up this baby. Look. Hold on. Let me try to see if I can bring this closer. They not covering up this baby. They got this baby all in open. See? They are not covering this baby up. You see it? She holding that baby in her hands. They got that baby's face all on there. That baby, yeah, they're not covering this baby. But if the baby is his, the baby ain't gonna look all the way white. I'm trying to show y'all in here. I want to try to show y'all again so y'all can see. They got this baby's face. They got this baby's face all out here. See? Look at that baby's face. That's a direct face shot of that baby. They not covering that baby's face up. They're not covering that baby's face up. So if y'all's mindset is that if the baby was white, they would cover the baby's face, then the baby must not be white. The baby can't be white. Y'all said that the baby can't be white because y'all said that they would be covering the baby's face if it was white. But Ivy, y'all, let me find this comment because y'all literally just said she has to be white because they would show her and the baby's face. So if they're showing the baby's face, then that must mean the baby ain't white, right? Yeah, the baby do look white. Usually mixed babies who have a white mama, they do look white. And I agree with you. It is a white baby. I can tell it's biracial though. I can definitely tell this baby biracial. But nonetheless, this is a woman who still decided to get with this man and have a child by him, knowing he was wanted for armed robbery. She still decided to get in the car and drive somewhere with this man, knowing he was wanted for armed robbery. And then they went through this whole police chase where her baby is now in jeopardy and she's sitting up here acting like she don't know what's going on. Murder Magic Trick said they are showing the baby because it's biracial, not white. Yeah. So why ain't they showing her is the question. The question is, where is her picture then? Because this is the picture that they have. This is the only picture they have with her. And it's too grainy for you to tell what she is. This is too grainy. Here's another picture, y'all. This is the other picture. I think this girl is biracial. Look at her. She might just be one of those white, and she might be a Meghan Markle. No, this is what they showing is just grainy. She might be a Meghan Markle. She do look white in this to me. Because do y'all see it? Do y'all see it? This is her. This is the picture they got of her holding the baby. If y'all see that. I'm gonna say she white too. But it don't really matter. We'll go with the mutual consensus, which is that this is a whole entire woman of no color who was dumb enough to get caught up and her baby with the same black man. You said, or her family is related to somebody in well, they already showed it. It just is what it is. This is a woman of no color. Bottom line is she got the same black man leading her on this chase in the car because she was dumb enough to go create a kid with this felonious bandit, a criminal minded bandit. So at the end of the day, what she get is what she get. That's really all there is to it. But I just wanted to show y'all that. I'm going to jump off of here because I told y'all I have a whole bunch to do. I really do. I really do. So I'm going to jump off of here. And I will see y'all in the next video. I might give y'all something pre-recorded tomorrow. I'm gonna see. I'm probably just gonna get up super early and get y'all some pre-recorded content because I just have a bunch to do. So I think I'm gonna pre-record something tonight and I'm gonna get it to y'all in the morning. Y'all will see me in the next video tomorrow morning. What I'm going to do is I'm going to record something tonight. I'm going to record content tonight. I'm going to edit it first thing in the morning. And then I'm going to just do my, do everything that I have to take care of because I'm on a 2-day deadline. So I ain't got much time. Y'all know I'm packing. If y'all can probably still see these boxes in the background, even with the blurred out screen, y'all can probably still see these, the boxes. What you see, the blurring in the background, you see boxes. So I have a whole bunch of boxes over here. Oh yeah, I am supposed to go live on regular YouTube. Yeah, I probably am go live on regular YouTube. Y'all right. Jasper is sleeping on no, Jasper was sleeping on the table, but he's now not. Whose Discord was wild? Murder Magic Trick, whose Discord was wild? Because I thought I deleted off my Discord. Let me see something. Let me find out that somebody done set up here and made another Discord on my thing. Yeah, there should be no channel. No, Discord is done. I think she meant Themis's Discord. Did you mean Murder Magic Trick? Did you mean Themis's Discord? Oh yeah, she was Themis's Discord. All right, thank you, Murder Magic Tricks. I thought you were saying that. I'm gonna do another Discord. By do another Discord, I mean create a separate Discord just for Patreon. And I'm about to be real strict in how I distribute this Discord. Please do believe it. I'm about to be real strict on how I distribute this Discord. And I'm going to have to find a creative way to do it. I'm going to have to find a creative way to do the access to, you said you have 5 notifications yesterday on mine. I'm looking at mine. I don't see any channels open. I don't see any channels open on mine. Let me see if there's, yeah, I don't see any of them. I deleted the other Discord channel. I deleted it. But I'm gonna find a creative way to get y'all this link. Let me think about it, but I gotta go, y'all. So I will see y'all in the next video. But I am gonna let y'all know about the next Discord link. I have to find a creative way to do it. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. I probably am going to still go live on YouTube. I'm going to have to find a way to do it earlier to get everything done. But yeah, so I shut my Discord down. When I figure out the next one, I'll let y'all know. But I'll see y'all in the next live.